Hey guys, Dev here at WeBuyHouses.com, and it's time for Cash Offer Masterclass episode number 12. Wait, does it look like 12? Okay, you get it. Episode number 12. This is going to be a cool one. We're going to look at $1 million house. Are you ready for that? Now, before we jump into it, I just wanted to say that in regard to episode 11, we looked at this Fredericksburg house. They've actually reduced that $10,000. They're coming closer, ever closer to our optimal cash offer. So might be a deal you want to look into if you are interested in real estate in Fredericksburg. Today we are looking at properties from Fazio Real Estate. Whoops. A great wholesaler. It sends us excellent information. They're getting houses under contract all over Texas. So it's very good content for us. I hope you guys are enjoying it. But if you're a qualified cash buyer, you want to look at what Fazio has in Texas, just contact Jade Vaughn at 214-646-9646. I'm not affiliated with them anyway. I'm just using their content for this educational purpose, and I appreciate that. So I just want to, shout them out, if you will. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to go and we're going to look at the property for today. The property for today is this. It says, showing Lucas, Texas, 2-acre private cul-de-sac estate, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, prime location, high upside flip opportunity. Let's look and see if it is. This is what I was talking about, you guys. ARV 1.175 million. You're going to find that as we look at the ARV on this property, they're not very far off, and they're selling this opportunity for $662,000. We need to see what's wrong with this thing, because $662,000 would be an excellent price on this house if you could get it. So let's go look at the deal. Now, of course, I pulled up my calculator. I don't really have it ready. I forgot to put the address in. Let's grab the address. Just show you what I do when I get my calculator ready. I drop the address in with paste values only, so it doesn't put huge things in there. I look for my square footage, which is 3484. I can actually just copy that and drop that into that. Whoop, nope. See, that's what, if you don't paste values only, you get that crap. Paste values only. Okay. And then we're going to see when we look over here, Zillow has this house at $307 a square foot. So for right now, I'm going to put the 307 into the calculator. It takes us to $1,069,000 for the ARV. It's actually higher. 168 on Zillow. Realtor has it at 1.104, and my property radar was also at 1.1 and some change. So you could actually even go 308. Let's see, we're going to go to 1.1, 309. Oh, we're getting there. How about 312? Getting there. 320? That's a little high. How about 318? 318, 1.107. This one was 1.104 and Zillow 1.068. And Zillow does show the Lucas address, whereas the address, it's also shown as Allen, Texas. This is a very nice area, as you might imagine, to have these $1 million houses up there. So let's take a look at this thing. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's built in 1998, big 3484, and it sits on a 2-acre lot. This is a nice house, I'm telling you. So let's look at this. High upside, blah, 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 solid bones. Okay, roof needs replacement. That's a big deal on a house of this size. You'll see when we put it into the model. HVAC, they're saying, okay. Plumbing, do your due diligence. There's something going on with the plumbing, and very concerned about this one. Do your due diligence on foundation. Look, guys, if they're certain there's no problems, they put no known issues, and if they're thinking there might be some issues, they tell you to do your due diligence, and that's what that's all about. So All right, let's go in and look at this property and see what it needs, see what it has. Do we have a movie? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. We're just walking through the house here. Man, for such a nice house, it's pretty dirty. It's like, but we'll see in the pictures probably better. Just like kind of filthiness around the door, like in the trim and the doors and stuff. Ooh, that was very spooky. Very spooky. Look at this bathroom. Something has gone on here. The wallpaper has left the chat. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, this thing really does need a lot of work. But it's $1 million house, so you have some real room to work with here. We'll see that in the model. If it needs a roof and foundation, those are two big things for this house. Look at how filthy it is. Who lived here? What were they doing? Do they have a dog? Oh my. I love the movie. Thank you, Fazio. We should all thank Fazio for this content. It's awesome. That's 1998 kitchen, you can tell. Nice walk-in pantry. They're right that the house has good bones. It needs to be updated to modern finishes, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Look out into the very shaggy backyard. Wow. It's like this house was abandoned or something. And it may have been for some period of time. That's pretty rough. There's your heliport. Oh no, wait. Oh my. There's a pool out there that has turned into a pond. Wow. Did y'all see that? Hang on. Let's go back. Let's just go back. Wait. We missed it. I keep not going back far enough. Come on, let's go. Go back and show me that pool. Man, wow, look at that. When you have a pool like that, you might just fill it in. Like, to get it back, it's an equation you have to work on. Do you just dump dirt in there and smooth it over, or do you actually try to bring it back? The plumbing, the pumps, everything on that pool would be just trash. So, wow, look at this place. So much junk. There's a car out there. It really could be a nice house. I think all the cabinetry needs to be painted like white or gray or something, Get rid of all that wood stuff that was popular in 98. Got some wainscoting type trim on the walls there. The doors just look dirty. Like, if you look, like when he closes the doors, see that bottom? You got to clean your stuff, or it starts to look like that over time. This is quite the movie. Oh, we're going upstairs, you guys. Let's go. What do we have up here? I'm guessing this is a bedroom. It's got a little office area, got its own ensuite bathroom. Oh, it looks like it might be Jack and Jill to the other bedroom. Let's see. There's a very spooky bathroom. I should have run this video on Halloween. This is kind of scary. Okay. We can't see anything, guy. Get on over. See, that was a Jack and Jill connection over here to this other. The bedrooms are awesome. Look at those windows. as we expected, I'm sure all of us, a 3,400 square foot house with a potential ARV over $1 million should be pretty cool. This is going to go into the attic. Yep. Dark. We can't see anything. Don't hang out here, bro. We can't see anything. Okay, back into the main house. Yeah, when we look at the pictures, I'm hoping we'll see more detail. Videos like this are very convenient because they give you a sense of layout and a sense of the fact that the backyard looks like a jungle. Oh my gosh. The back porch is a jungle. There's vines growing right by the back door. That's crazy. I think this house was either abandoned or neglected for some period of time. And now we're like in the complete dark. Are we looking at a hole? We are looking at a hole. What? Wait, whoa. What was that hole? Okay, there's your one of your air conditioning units is up here in the attic, and that's a big one too. Wow. Now, what did they say about HVAC? Didn't they say it needs repair? We need to go back and look at that. Y'all, remind me what the email said. Just disgustingly dirty. What do people do to a property to get it here into this condition? I don't know about you guys, but in my house, when something breaks, I typically fix it. It's just like, the carpet gets bad, I typically replace it. It's just, you take care of your house one day at a time, and that's what preserves the value of real estate, is that daily maintenance of just doing what it needs, taking care of its needs. Houses are like living organisms. We have to feed them and take care of them, and if we don't, they fall into disarray. Like this bathroom right here. Look at that. I think we saw this before, didn't we? We've circled back, but it's in rough shape. I'm kind of looking forward to the pictures now. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed the video. Thank you so much, Fazio. Let's jump into pictures. That video, pictures, not a whole lot of value. Yeah, look at this. It's an estate, you guys. An estate on a cul-de-sac. It's got a statue. Come on. This is one of the nicest houses probably we've looked at yet on the Cash Offer Masterclass. But kind of what I want to show you today is it doesn't matter if it's a $300,000 or a $200,000 house or $1 million house. The cash offer calculator still works for us to calculate the current value of it. What we know about this house is that it was neglected. And I think that's one of the biggest issues. Like I was talking about, if you don't do that day-to-day maintenance on a property, it falls into disrepair. And over time, it really diminishes the value of the property. And then who would buy it? Only a cash buyer that would come in and say, I could drop $100,000 of repairs into this thing. And we're going to be looking at least that. I mean, on a house of this scale. Or rehab, well, we'll see in a minute. It's got so much potential to be nice. I didn't really look on the map where this is, but it's in that Allen Lucas area. It's very, very nice area of Texas, and this thing has 2 acres with a fenced-in backyard with a pool that's now a pond. They might have fish in that thing. Who knows? Bunch of pictures of it. Look at that balcony. That'd be cool. It could be such a cool house. Could be. Same shot. Grass. Here we're starting to see pond. Maybe that's what you do with this thing. Instead of making it back into a swimming pool, you just go with the pond theme and you just put fish in there. So I don't know. Maybe you could have people come over, and that'd be one of the activities when they come to visit, is to fish in your pond. This is literally like what we were seeing, that vine out the back door, but there is vines growing up. This looks like an abandoned house. It's crazy. Yeah, that's the pool pump. It's no good. It's no good. You're going to have to, the benefit may be that the plumbing is run to all these things, but all that stuff's got to be ripped out and replaced. There's just no way. There's no way it's good. Now, we've got a couple of condenser units sitting out here. We like to see those. Interesting that they're sitting right next to each other. It's so overgrown. My assumption is there's been no maintenance. There's been nobody checking these. We don't know. What did it say about HVAC? It said no known issues. And so honestly, they look okay. The whole house looks like nobody's been here for 5 years. But yeah, whatever. So much potential. So much potential. But a bad roof, bad carpet, all that carpet. Ugh. All needs to be refloored. Look at that up there. Guys, that's water damage. Something's come down through. I also find that, those are, I guess, just the trim. It looks kind of weird, doesn't it? But that, not good. That is, maybe the roof has a leak. We're downstairs, though, I believe, yeah. Wow. That is significant. That's something to think about. So, don't see a lot of cracks or anything, foundation-wise. I don't know, there, might be a little crack there, but not much. Looks very 90s. All this wood trim just this thing needs, I'd beige it or gray it and go to white on the trim, just get it back to baseline so that somebody can come in here and do their own thing with this property. But yeah, this is very outdated, that stained wood trim. Dude, take the trash out or whatever the heck that is. Maybe it's dead bodies. I don't know. There's something in there. All right, we're looking over here. I'm kind of a little bit lost. I did like the video. Didn't you guys like the videos? We were walking around in it. You got a little bit more sense of layout and how the rooms connect. But one thing I just realized is this home there's a saying in Texas about horses that if they're rode hard and put up wet, meaning they just wore that horse out and then they just didn't take care of it. This thing is a worn out house. Everything about it is just beat up and old. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the idea this might be the master because it's got that coffered ceiling like that. It's pretty cool. It looks fine, except for that 1998 brass fan up there. It looks all right. Look, you can see in the wall, you got knocked down texture, but see that little bit of separation on that edge piece? A little bit of sign of perhaps some foundation shifting, but not much. I don't see a lot in this house. I'm looking for cracks, right? Like cracks here or here or here. I don't really see them. This was popular in the 90s. Just go hog wild with the crown molding and the coffered ceiling. It's a decent house. It's just such a mess. What has happened here, my friends? Yeah, I think the roof is leaking and water is coming down, or there's water leaks inside the house. But that's a sign of destruction right there. We also thought wallpaper was cool in 1998. We were wrong. It's not that cool. Some sort of, maybe the pantry or something. I don't know what we're looking at. I'd really like to see some mechanicals. Let's see if we get there. This is that bathroom. It's just in horrid condition. Look at that sheet of wallpaper just falling off. How do you get to this state? Wow. Man, the work to get this, to get this to $1 million house in today's market, Like all this brass stuff has to go. That tub looks horrible. This is that bathroom counter is not acceptable. You know, at $1 million, you got to deliver a great product. Even here in Texas, where home values are not crazy, but $1 million in Texas will buy you a lot. Buy you a very, very nice house, like nice house. So to get this to $1 million, it's going to take a couple of $100,000. Yeah, look at that. This whole thing just looks like it needs to be torn out. Wait. Look at that. Down on the floor. I wonder if we're looking at mold. I wonder if we're looking at black mold in some of these situations. Wow. It's kind of like a haunted house. And then, wait a minute. We got a hole in the ceiling in the main room. Looks like somebody stepped, like somebody was in the attic or whatever. I don't know. This should be the second floor. It shouldn't be the attic. But you get the idea. It looks like somebody fell through. The bags. I guess we're just in the middle of the cleanup. That's why I see all these bags. Kitchen. Oh, all this stained wood stuff needs to go. This flooring needs to go. This is a full cosmetic, full bathroom builds. Like, if I went back and looked at the kitchen, it could probably be saved and painted, like white, like say gray on the cabinet and a more of a beige or a whiter, lighter color behind it. Something, not that. Yeah. What is going? Oh, this was also very popular in the 90s. Was these wallpaper trim pieces. Not so much in 2025. There's your laundry room. They managed to screw that up. How do you do this? I don't know. What? Oh, man. Garage again. Gross. Like a 1998 car sitting out there. It's been sitting out there since I bought the house. So much wood that needs to be painted. And that sink, this whole thing needs to go. That needs to go. We're talking about $1 million house. You should walk in here and this thing would be pristine, ready to rock and roll. And it is not. Yeah, they went with the blue in here. But yeah, all that, this is no big deal. No big deal. Paint all that trim. Maybe swap out these doors. These doors are flat. If you went and painted the trim white, you might drop in nicer doors. And I noticed that it does have doors with the, trims and the nicer doors, but I just see these things and they're kind of dated. I think this must be a second or third bathroom. They like water. They're well hydrated, whoever lived here. Well hydrated. Pantry's fine. That's nice. Man, so many pictures. Thank you, Fazio. I mean, we know this house now. We've gone through it. Every floor needs to be replaced. Every wall needs to be redone. There are places where there is water damage in the walls, the corner there. Need some work. Get another view of that. Look at that. You can't miss that. And it looks like black mold. It could be some other kind of mold, but it looks kind of moldy to me. Looks kind of haunted. There's a nice bedroom upstairs. Good size room. Looks like that's a downstairs room. Looks fine. Kind of a coffered one step up ceiling like that. Give it some more volume. It's fine. And also in this room, look, trim is painted white. This is what the whole house needs. It needs like a beige or gray on the wall and a white, and you take all that trim to white. The doors white, everything white. That somebody started doing it here in this house. That's what the whole house needs. Thank you for that picture. Helps me make my point. Okay, another bathroom, vanity, very just builder's grade. Look at that. Even that, y'all know these things, such builder's grade, like $13 at Lowe's. This is the cheapest junk that they put in this, what could be $1 million house. Disgusting what they did to this place. I'm not blaming the wholesaler. I'm blaming whoever lived here. Because come on. How did you live? You did no maintenance to your property. And that's why your property ended up valued at 50 or 60% of its potential. Yep. Room. Oh, again, upstairs. I think we're upstairs. Yeah. White trim, white doors. This is what would make the whole house look better. And now, in the bedrooms, carpet's okay. In the main living, you want to go with some sort of like wood or laminate or luxury, vinyl plank. But in this house, probably wood. I mean, it's $1 million house. Okay, wow, so much to think about there. Let's go into our calculator. This house needs a full cosmetic, and that's going to be $34,000 at a house of that size. It needs a ton of repairs. It does. And then if we come over here and we look, what did they say? Plumbing due diligence, foundation due diligence. And we know it's got some water leaks. So for water leaks, I'm thinking maybe it's not a whole... Look, they said roof needs replacement. So in our calculator, we would go to 1 on the roof. Okay? 25 G's on a house that size. And I think it would be. There was some other repairs. Now they're basically saying HVAC, they think it's okay. Plumbing due diligence, foundation due diligence. So when they say that, I'm going to go into plumbing because there was some problem. What if I said 0.5? Yeah. And then we have the roof and the foundation. They said do your due diligence. What if I said 0.5 there? So what I'm trying to do with, remember, this is just like we're at Amazon and we're buying some stuff. I want 1 cosmetic and I want 1 general repairs. A 1 is like 100%. And if we think it doesn't need quite that, we just put like a 0.5 or a 0.3 or a 0.2, and we can bring the number down. You might know that, like, let's say you've talked to a plumber and they came in, they looked at the property and said it needs $9,500 worth of plumbing. Then, you might start with, say, 0.7 and then say, well, he said 9,000, so I could actually go to 0.5. And yeah, that's about what he said. So you can fine tune your expense or your estimated cost by playing with that variable in the quantity column. And so we've done that. And, I'm at a point now where I think I am very concerned. Like, do I go 0.5 or a full 100% for foundation? Yeah, I'm very concerned. Now, if I said 1, yeah, that's a lot of foundation. I've never spent 24 G's on a foundation, but I've honestly never done a foundation on a house of this size. Yeah. I think I'm just going to go like 0.7. I'm just going to back it off a little bit because it seems kind of high at 24,000. Excuse me. Like a 322 type house, I can get the foundation at like 7,000 and 9,000. So I think, it's like probably twice that. Roof 8. Oh, I was messing with the wrong variable, you guys. I'm sorry. Roof is 1. Foundation, I meant to go to 0.75. Did y'all catch me on that? Sorry about that. Made a mistake. All right. So I've got 20 for foundation, 24 for roof, almost 10 for plumbing, and 54 for cosmetic and general repairs. I think we're there. I think This is what I was saying as I was looking at it. It was at least $100,000 of renovation to restore this house. And if you were to say, look, this cosmetic budget is good to get it back to like regular, but this is $1 million house and I need to put, 1.5 or 150% in there. You might say that because you're saying I need to get the finish out to the quality of $1 million house, not a $300,000 house. And there's a difference. Now, for right now, I think I'm just going to leave full cosmetic at 100%, 35 G's, 20 G's for repairs, 21. Yeah, look, it looks pretty good to me. I kind of like it here. 110 for our expense. Now, what are we going to see here when we go back and look? Our cash offer, as our calculation says, we're starting with the ARV, 1.1 million, times 70%, minus the repairs of 110,617. Our cash offer would be 664,921. What do they want? 662,500. We're right there. We just went through the exercise, and what did we just find out? I think this is absolutely priced right. I'm sorry, my throat's getting stuck. I'm getting choked up over this house in Allen, Texas. Now, I think this is a good deal, you guys. I mean, it ties up a lot of cash. You might be able to buy 2 or 3 or 4 houses, smaller 322 rental type houses with that amount of capital. And that might be one consideration is, do you tie up that amount of capital? But I think this is right at where it should be. Yep. Yeah, you saw the decisions. We could always throw more at something than we did, but we threw a lot. 25,000, 4,000 on a roof, 20,000 on a foundation, 10 G's, and we threw a bunch at this house to fix it. I like it. I like the deal. Fazio, I think you're right where you need to be. If you guys have any interest in the property, reach out to Jade Vaughn at 214-646-9646. Let's close up our episode 12 today. I just want to remind you, go to cashoffermasterclass.com, click get the calculator. You're joining my community. You're getting the tool, and we'll be able to work on deals together. And then, of course, the videos are there for you to watch. Also, the channel is this channel right here, WBH Dev. Just search for Cash Offer Masterclass on YouTube, and you will find me. It's a new thing we're doing, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm really excited. Of the 81 subs, I think 80 of them have come on in the last few weeks. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing. I look forward to building a community together with you and to helping you be a successful real estate investor. That's what this is all about. So thank you for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. See you in episode 13. Is that unlucky? I don't know. Should we skip 13?